This is the prisoner's dilemma and collusion. Both of these fundamental economic principles fall under what is called game theory. Within game theory, they are often considered to be a part of a study which is referred to as rational choice theory. The prisoner's dilemma at its core revolves around risk and how that risk manifests itself in the choices that an individual will make. The scenario used to define the prisoner's dilemma involves two individuals who committed a crime together and then are apprehended by law enforcement. These individuals then have two choices, which are often referred to as strategy. If one individual confesses and the other does not, then the individual who confessed will receive only parole, while the individual who did not will receive a life sentence of prison. If both individuals confess, then both will receive a 20-year sentence of prison. Finally, if both individuals do not confess, then each will only receive 1 year in prison. This is considered to be the optimal strategy for the society because it yields the least amount of total prison time. While this economic principle is usually defined using the prisoner scenario, it can also be applied to economic markets, which brings us to our next topic, which is collusion. An example of where collusion can manifest itself is in an economic market where there is a duopoly. In a duopoly, there are only two corporations who set the prices. For this reason, these organizations have the opportunity to collude, which is illegal but allows both organizations to maximize their likelihood of profitability. Collusion is executed by both organizations illegally communicating with each other and determining where they will. When comparing to the prisoner scenario, this would be the same as where both individuals do not confess, with the key difference being that the companies would be in communication and thus know the other individual's strategy before it is carried out. Another interesting place where the prisoner's dilemma can be applied is with negative campaign ads in presidential elections. If both individuals put out negative ads at the same time, and it is very similar to where both individuals confess in that it hurts both individuals the most. If one candidate puts out a negative ad against the other and the other does not put out a negative ad, then the one who did put out the negative ad will benefit. Finally, the optimum solution for both would simply be to not put out negative ads about the other individual. This rarely occurs because, as mentioned earlier, risk plays an important role. Due to the fear of the other candidate putting out a negative ad, both candidates almost always put out negative ads.